So what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody having a great day. We back once again.
Yeah. Cashless thoughts. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers and the fathers that's mothering too. We're gonna talk about. I know last year we talked about, what I'm saying, the uplifting and what mamas bring to the table and stuff like that. So this year we want to do something different, and we want to talk about get more in depth. We ain't gonna go too deep. I know a lot of people, get kind of frigid when you start going super deep. So we're just gonna scratch the surface of a lot of stuff, and feel free to look this stuff up, because that's what we did. We looked a lot of this stuff up on the internet, research some stuff. It's on YouTube, it's on Google. All you gotta do is go to those search engines and look this stuff up. But how they use the black women to basically break up the black home, the black families and stuff like that. So why as to why we're so divided is men against women, and the children in the middle, and the children against the parents and stuff like that. So we're gonna go on with that. I just want to say, like, with the woman, they knew to use the woman. They might think the woman is like the weak link, which in some circumstances she is the weaker person from the male and the female aspect, but she's also the strongest because she gives birth. She's nurturing, she's nurturing. She's your first teacher, she's your first doctor, hell, she your first lawyer, she your first line of defense. Any trouble you get into, who the first person you call? You call your mother. And she, you quicker to sit down with your mother than you are to sit down with your father. So your mother is the person that do a lot of the politicking with you, and the education and stuff like that. So they knew they couldn't get it with the men, because the men was a little more stubborn, a little more strong, headstrong and stuff like that. So they used the mother, and that's how they proceeded to break up the black homes and the black families. So we looked up the 10 precepts of American slavery jurisdiction. And what they basically did was preserve, protect, and defended the idea of the superior of the white and the inferiors of blacks. So when we came out of slavery, our numbers was higher than our white counterparts, with black families being together or whatever. And so they wanted to break that ideology up, and basically say, shit, if we tear the families apart, they won't be strong and they'll be weaker, and they'll start fighting amongst each other. So look that up. The 10 predecessors of American slavery jurisdiction. It's on it's like 10 commandments. That's how I look at it. That they like follow. These white supremacists follow through with breaking down black culture, black people, and just us in general. So, but number 6 really focused on the family, and what it says is recognize no rights of the black family, destroy the unity of the black family, deny slavery, the right of marriage, demean and degrade black women, black men, black parents, and black children, and then condemn them for their conduct and state of mind. So they're not fighting you. They're not only fighting you with whips and chains and making you work and all that stuff. They also fighting you in the mind.
That mental first, breaking that mind.
That mental game. So it's like once we break that mental, it's
they can control you. They can allow you to become submissive to that. Whoever doing it.
Yeah. So
that's how they did that shit.
Yeah. And number one person that was doing it was Captain Willie Lynch. I know a lot of people heard about him. They got the Willie Lynch letters that you can also buy the book on Amazon. They even got it on YouTube where they discuss it. A lot of them discuss it, but it was like a speech, and he was a military man, and he was a slave owner also in a back then, where he was and then he was in the British the West Indies. I'm sorry, I said, yeah, it's the British West Indies. So they were a lot brutal over there than they was over here. I know that's hard to believe, but they were a lot brutal over there. So slave owners would send their slaves to Willie Lynch, the problematic slave that they was having problems with. They would send them to Willie Lynch so he can kind of straighten them out. So they asked him to come over here. He had a meeting with all the masters of slaves, and he basically told them how to control them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the lynching so-called came from. So his ideology was to exploit the differences such as age. So put the old man against the younger men, put the old women against the younger women, which we're doing that now. You know what I'm saying? The older women can't tell the younger women nothing because they don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? The older man can't tell the younger man nothing because they feel like shit.
They know everything.
They know, right? We know everything, and you've been in jail all this time, so you obviously do it right. I'm doing it right when we all know you following down the same road as them. The skin color, so light skin against dark skin. We've been doing that since the beginning of time. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of
house slaves and field slaves.
Yeah.
Lights in the house, darts outside.
So, and then, you know, you hear a lot of people like, I don't like light skinned people, I don't like dark skinned. I only date light skinned people, only date dark skinned people, you know what I'm saying? So that's where that came from. Color skin and pit against them each other. So it was just like, and then what they would do was put these the overseers, which is, you know what I'm saying, white supremacist people. They would put the overseers over them, and they knew they didn't like them. They didn't, you know what I'm saying, want to be bothered with it. They hated black people, you know what I'm saying. Their whole meaning was to, you know what I'm saying, break these black people in. So they would beat, rape, whatever they had to do to, you know what I'm saying, break them mentally. That's what the overseers did. While the master, you know what I'm saying, slept peacefully. That was their whole thing, was to sleep peacefully. They didn't have to worry about these black men running around rampant, killing people like Nate Turner and stuff like that. So, and his thing was as well, he used the black women. So they went with the black women to make her submit, and they would beat her to submission, not to kill her, but to submit to them. So they put the fear in her, which, you know what I'm saying, she kind of looked at the man like, shit, you wasn't up there to protect me, but it's like, if he stands up,
they gonna kill him.
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
You gonna get lynched. We ain't gonna lynch the woman because we need her.
Yeah.
To, you know what I'm saying,
give birth to other kids, other slaves.
Yeah, to give birth to the other slaves. So, you know what I'm saying. So what they did was they beat her to submission. They didn't kill her. They beat her to submission. So when she birthed her children, she would instill that fear into them, where the daughters will be independent. We don't need no man. We're gonna be independent. We're gonna be the head of the household and all that stuff. And the men will be strong and physique. You know what I'm saying? Just by looking at them, they look strong, but mentally they weak. So that's why they wanted the women to raise the men so they would be weak in mind and strong in looks and stuff like that. And to reject the black man, because back then, like, you know, the slave masters would go in to the cabins at night and rape the black women and had the men watching them. And it's like, okay, you couldn't stand up for me, you couldn't take up for me, you a coward, you a punk and stuff like that. And then when slavery was over, what they would do is, you know, black men couldn't get no good jobs, and the white man had all the had all the money and stuff. So they would come flying around town like, you know, that black man can't do this for you. Let me take care of you. Let me put some money in your pocket and get you a new dress. And they preyed on that because they knew women like to look good. They like to smell good. They like to, you know what I'm saying? They like to look pretty. And when black women get dressed up, we all know they be fine as hell. Hey, they be fine as hell. So they preyed on that manipulation, and it was kind of, now you looking at the black man's side, like, you know, you can't do this for me. Well, he couldn't do it because he ain't got no job.
He ain't got the tools.
He ain't got the tools. I promise you, if he had the tools, he'd do that for you.
Right.
And so it wasn't that the white man loved them. It was just, oh, we gonna make sure I'm gonna put this money in your hand. Yeah. I got it, so I can spend it.
They indirectly backing the black man through their women.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying, we canceling the black man out by, you know what I'm saying, putting in your head that, you know, hey, he can't do this for you. I can do this for you.
And then later on down the line, they give us the welfare and all that.
Yeah.
Stamp, shelter.
So that, and then, like she said, the welfare. So what they did with the welfare, see, welfare really didn't start. It wasn't for us. It started after the Great Depression. They was trying to help people get back on their feet. You know what I'm saying? So that's when Social Security started and all that stuff. So they was trying to get the nation back on their feet, where so they can work again. So they was giving them a little boost. So when it came to the white people, Because white people was on welfare too. Don't get it
Still
mixed
is.
up. Still is, and they hold the highest ranks of the people that is on welfare. If you look it up, but the white people, they paid the mother to stay home and to provide for the kids. To, you know what I'm saying, provide for the home or whatever, while the man go out and make the money or whatever. But when it came to the black homes, what they did was, excuse me, they told them, listen, we're gonna give you food, we're gonna give you shelter, and we're gonna give you a little cash in your hand, so you can, you know what I'm saying, move around again. The same thing they was doing, but when a white man would come around and, you know what I'm saying, manipulate the black woman, we're gonna do all this, but the black man can't be in the home. You know what I'm saying? I know when y'all was growing up, if people are my age, when you was growing up back in the 80s, when the social workers would come through the house and they be looking for men's clothes and asking the kids all type of questions and shit like that. Yeah. And that's where that phrase came in, what goes on in this house stays in the house. You don't tell nobody what's going on in my house. That's what that phrase, that caption came from. So, you know what I'm saying, little kids it was embedded in our head. So if they was found that a man was living there, they would kick him out. So they was trying to make the woman head of the household and telling her, oh, you independent, you can do it all your own, you don't need no black man, you don't need no man to do it. And that's how you hear all these women now, these black women, I don't need no black man, I can do this by myself, I can do that by myself.
And solely, you know, relying on them government assistance and stuff.
Yeah. So basically you done made the government your baby daddy.
Pretty much.
And kicked the real baby daddy out the house. So now y'all have no stability. And I know y'all think that y'all don't need a man in the house, but you do. Because he's supposed to protect, he's supposed to provide, he's supposed to encourage, he's supposed to be the backbone, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be everything under there. Like the mother is supposed to nature. She's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, raise you up and nurture you and stuff like that. She also is supposed to teach you, but he's supposed to instill, you know what I'm saying, respect into you. A mother is supposed to, you know what I'm saying, show little girls how to become a woman, how to become a wife. A lot of us nowadays don't know what a wife duties is. You don't know how to cook, you can't clean properly, your mouth, you ain't submissive, and that's a lot of stuff where men is talking about. You just giving your body up to anybody, you know what I'm saying, and a man is supposed to lead you, you know what I'm saying. You're supposed to be taught how to be led, because women are supposed to be led. They're not supposed to be leading. That wasn't your role. That's why you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, created first. So welfare was to get rid of the men in the house. And then they slapped on the little icing on the cake when they went with the women's movement. The women movement was not for women. The women movement was because the United States was only taxing half of the country, because only men was going to work. Only men was making the money. So it was only taxing half the country. So they put this together with white women. White women was in on this. They put together this movement with white women to say, hey, women should be independent. Women should be going out and they should be equal. They should be able to go to work, get a job, be able to vote, be able to do everything that these men out here are doing. They should be able to do the same thing. So that equal quality stuff. That's none of that say feminist. All that feminist shit that they saying now. Listen, go back to what the women's role was. That's feminine. So they made this whole plan up to do this women's movement, this women's march, and it didn't. At first, it didn't include the black woman, but then they included the black women, saying, "Hey, y'all don't have equal rights," which we never had equal rights. It wasn't even just the black woman. Excuse me. It was also the black man. So that's why when every time they talking about a movement or some shit, they always want to get the black people, black women particularly, because they know black women, we gonna stand up. We for real about it. Like we go hard. Outspoken. Yeah, we very outspoken. We just go hard about everything. Like if we passionate about something, we're gonna go in full force. We not playing with nobody, and nobody's gonna, you know what I'm saying, deter us from that goal that we're trying to reach. So they was like, you know, we're gonna get the black women involved. Black women wasn't oppressed from black men. If they're not in the household, if we're barely seeing them, you know what I'm saying, how are you oppressed about to a black man? You can't be oppressed to somebody that's not there. How you oppressed to the black man when the black man is oppressed himself? Somebody else is oppressing him. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, we have never been oppressed from the black man. If you go back to before we came to America, since they want to say we came here, when we go back over to Africa, we wasn't even oppressed then. Any statues you see over there, you always see the black man and the black man and black woman together standing strong as a power couple. They always been a power couple. Black women always sat at the throne with the black men. You know what I'm saying? Black men always, anytime a big move was made over there, they always talk to their partner. You know what I'm saying? The women was always, you know what I'm saying, in the political shit. Women, to be honest, black women held offices without a black man. It's been black queens, black pharaohs, black governors, black presidents. Like, go over into Africa, start searching African history. They have women that was in charge that led, you know what I'm saying, wars and all that stuff, led countries, and they prospered. You know what I'm saying? Before the Europeans went over there, Africa prospered. They flourished. They was like the #1 trade center of the world over there. Europe wasn't. I'm gonna tell you that now. They was not getting it like that. They had to rob, steal, and kill in order to get. They still ain't on the level as Africa. But yeah, that's what they did. They used a black woman to break up the black home because they knew mentally the black woman was stronger. And we know how to get in our God in black men head. You know what I'm saying? A black man ain't finna just come over here and listen to a white man. You can't tell me shit because I know I've been on this earth for longer than you. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna tell me something about something I've been knew? And
if you tell me something, it probably ain't gonna be the whole truth. Something gonna be a blind, and he ain't gonna trust you all the way.
Yeah.
So they put that black woman, the white man talk to white, let him know that this. Babe, listen. Let me, this is what's going on, whatever. You're gonna break it down real, have them thinking about it more. This will be good for the family. Whatever word she gotta use, because she gonna think it's a good idea probably.
Right.
So she gonna put it on him as if it's a good idea.
Because you can't listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You can't manipulate a grown black man that's standing up. But once he's sitting down, he relaxed. He in that bed, you know what I'm saying? He got a full belly, you know what I'm saying? You done did what you had to do between the sheets and stuff like that, and you get to talking to him, and you all up in his head. He like, yeah. And then he finna go down and sleep, so it's rotating through them thought processes. He like,
well, maybe it won't be a bad.
Right. Yeah, it ain't a bad idea, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can do that, you know what I'm saying? And
whole time he know it ain't right.
Right. And back in his head, you gonna be a fool if you do that shit. But they said it,
for the family. That's what they put in there for the family.
For the family. And that's all. Anytime the white man say, I'm just here to help, they're lying. They are lying. They lying. It's always a hidden agenda behind it. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, black women, we got to start asking more questions. And I know we're getting hip to it because we are starting to ask a lot more questions. We are starting to research. I see it online all the time that we are, you know what I'm saying, connecting together. It's just all a mind game. They've been playing this mind game since Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? The snake didn't go to Adam because Adam had already had his instructions from God. You know what I'm saying? God said, don't go eat from the fruit of the tree of knowledge. I said the fruit of life. My bad, y'all. God said, don't eat from the tree of knowledge. You do anything else in here, don't eat from that tree. That's my shit right there. And you know how black men is. If they say something, don't do it. I'm not saying God is a black man, but if daddy said don't touch my chicken in that refrigerator,
you don't touch
that shit. For real. He gonna sit in the house up and he don't care what time it is.
Man.
But the serpent knew if I
tempt Eve,
she gonna
make it look good, paint this pretty picture.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I know she gonna get Adam to eat because you know what I'm saying? Adam love her. Black women are the only one who can control a black man's mind. We know how to do that shit. We are. And they knew that they had to get to us in order to get to them. They can't get to them like that. They're gonna have to kill a black man for him to understand some shit.
And that's exactly how that shit
went. And that's how it was going. Because Nat Turner wasn't the only person that, you know what I'm saying, raged war on these white men. And he's not gonna be the last, you know what I'm saying? But it was boats that was coming over from Africa that had to turn back around because the motherfuckers was too ruly. You know what I'm saying? We can't control these motherfuckers. They throwing white men over the, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no change that was holding them. It was too many of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's still too many of us. It's just that they got into our head. They couldn't get into their head because they didn't know the language. So they had to break us from our culture. They had to break us from our family. They had to break us from our language. They had to break us from our religions, because Christianity is not our religion. That's not what we was practicing before they came over there. So they had to break us and cut us from all that in order to get into our head. Now they in our head and they're manipulating it. But it was a woman that they had to go through to, you know what I'm saying, get to us. Because I'm telling you, the black man, you can't tell a black man standing up nothing. You can't.
Then when she had these kids, now she raising her young men out of fear to protect them.
Yes.
Okay, you go out there, you work hard, because if you work hard, nothing will happen to you. But don't say nothing. Don't speak. Don't put your head down. You know what I'm saying?
Put your head down. Don't look me in the eye. Don't stand up straight. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told my nephews, you speak to me, you look me in my eye, you stand up straight.
Especially when we conversing about something.
Yeah.
I told them that to anybody. Look at when you speak to someone, look at them when you talking to them. And make sure that, you understand what they saying, they understand what you're saying, but that you show them some respect. Lift up your head.
Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying, you got to go. I went to a job court, and I thought this was like the dumbest ass thing that we was learning. But we had to stand in line. There was another line over there, and we had to walk down and handshake, shake hands. And it was to build that your handshake was strong, because that's when you shake somebody's hand, they know they judge you by your handshake. So if your handshake weren't firm, they know, oh yeah, I'm gonna get over on this cat. You know what I'm saying? But when your handshake is firm, I gotta come with it. I gotta come with the notes and shit. I gotta come with it, because if I'm not coming with it, then I already know that this man ain't going. Like,
I feel like with that, because you lead with confidence. You know what I'm saying? You standing up straight. You up. Hey, I'm here. Like everything. I was going through this orientation. I'm like, damn, she got a strong handshake too. Shit, she was like, I'm like, okay, I understand you here.
Right. I see you see here. It's respect. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. Like, you lead with respect and all that.
Yeah.
Look people in their eye, shake their hand.
And even if sometimes you may not know what you're getting yourself into, you still present yourself. It's about how you present yourself. You know what I'm saying? You present yourself in a respectful manner. They ain't got a chance to disrespect you, because they about, okay, you're an upstanding person. You know what I'm saying? They see how you approach the situation. They see how how you hold yourself. That's very important. I feel like it is. But
it absolutely is, because it's also, go back when I was I was looking at a lot of videos when it was breaking down that stuff. They were saying is it South Africa? It was South Africa back in '84. The prime minister was saying how first of all, they was getting on South African prime minister, because they was saying that there was racism over there in South Africa. And he was like, why y'all coming on me? Why y'all doing that to me? He was like, everybody else do it. Japanese, Russian, everybody's been doing it. Everybody's been racist against the black people. He was like, we just out in the open with it, which I prefer that. If you don't like, all that these people making these white people tell them they sorry after saying the N-word, stop making them do that, because they showing you who they really is.
Get that understanding.
Right. I'd rather you, if you white and you sit here calling me niggas, I know what it is with you. I already know what it is with you. So I ain't got to play that, oh yes sir, no sir with you. No, we're not doing all that. Right. Just understand, when you say that word, that reaction that you're going to get from me is a real reaction. I see how you really is. You're going to see how I'm really am. Right. We ain't got to fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? All y'all be talking about keeping it real. Let them keep it real. Because now you know who you really playing with. And now you know how to work with them. You know what I'm saying? You're going to play that game with me. I'm going to play that game with you. And it ain't even a game, but I just see who you are now.
Yeah, and that's true. Stop making them apologize.
Accept it. That's how you feel about it.
He meant it. Saying in public, on TV, radio interviews, all kind of stuff. So if they said that shit, we need to take it. Okay.
I don't even get mad about it. I look at it. I
think that's ignorant as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's ignorant.
It is.
At the same time, I'm like, but you know where they stand. That's why people get all mad, Trump. Oh, he ain't here. So fuck. That means he said how he feel. So therefore, you respect that.
I respect Trump.
I respect Trump. He said he don't like us.
Listen.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. And let me know how you really feel.
Yeah.
The governor or mayor in Florida. Yeah. He trying to kick all the black motherfuckers out of Florida. Thank you.
We know I can't go back to the hospital no more.
Because this that's really yeah. I was like, damn, man.
I gotta go see if it's true.
Right. Nah, why?
Stop this, man.
Look, why he can't go to Wyoming?
Where don't nobody want to go?
No,
Alaska, sir.
It's black people in Alaska.
Yeah, well, shit, go up there.
Right, it's too cold.
Right, I ain't going up there.
Oh, Florida,
the hot spot. I need to go there to get to a lot of different places.
Damn, Tampa. You got Key West. You got Miami. Everybody know I love Miami.
Orlando.
You got Orlando. St. Pete. Shout out to my girl in St. Pete. Jacksonville. Tallahassee.
Daytona. We could go on and on, man.
Why it had to be Florida? Take your ass up to Minnesota.
I wonder, you know how they got that base down there though in Pensacola. I wonder how that's going to affect how some black people going to feel going down there. You serving your country and then you are in the state that they don't even want you here.
That's the thing. But you know what? As I was researching and I was doing a lot of the listening, I also saw a video. I'm gonna try to find that video again and send it to you. But I saw a video where Pat Riley was on there and there was a white man on there and the white man was saying how the Caucasian race don't need black people. And like what really made me mad was because Pat Riley kept going back and forth. He was trying to give all these facts and facts and facts and facts. Yeah. But this my thing. I don't even want to give you facts, bro, because we know what the facts is.
You're right.
Like motherfuckers, y'all couldn't win wars without us.
Yeah, you go at the beginning of time and see that you need us.
Right. You wouldn't be here if we wasn't here because we
came and got us.
Right.
You need us.
But this is the thing. You wouldn't be here because we were the first motherfuckers on earth to ever be here. So in order for you to be here, we had to be here to be appropriate so you can be here. Not only did y'all needed us, but y'all had to come to our country to, you know what I'm saying, to eat, to live. You know what I'm saying? It was us that taught y'all how to bathe. You didn't teach us how to bathe. We already knew the process. You know what I'm saying? We knew how to dig ditches and get the water in, all that shit. We was doing that.
Right, it was civilization.
Right, we already.
Y'all ain't had that.
Y'all, if you go back to the early, you know what I'm saying, European times, y'all was over there running rapid, killing each other, spreading diseases. Y'all still spreading diseases. You know what I'm saying?
Shit like that.
Y'all spreading diseases. This is in the books. Y'all can look this shit up. This is not me just bringing
y'all created diseases to put on people.
Y'all was creating diseases. That's why our whole civilizations was being wiped out because y'all motherfuckers was coming through doing ignorant, nasty ass shit, and motherfuckers wasn't used to that shit. And then y'all start appropriating with their people, and that shit
just spreading because they don't know that you nasty.
Because you and wiped out them civilizations and shit. Not only did you need us to get here because we was already here, and Columbus went and never discovered America that was already somebody here. I don't know how you discovered something that somebody else was here, but we're gonna go for that another day. It was a black man that he needed to get him over here because he had already been here. Once you got here, you didn't know how to work the land. The Indians wasn't really fucking with you. They was, but they wasn't.
Because they knew y'all wasn't right.
Right, they knew y'all wasn't right. The Hispanics went back to Mexico. That's fucked up. The Hispanics went back to Mexico. What the fuck? They trying to get over here, but you made the Hispanics go back. You know y'all some fucked up ass people if they going back. But y'all had to come back to our country to come get us.
Right. I remember those people. They knew what they were doing over there.
Right. To come over here and plant. And let me say this. Half the shit that they was planting, these black people were planting, they brought from Africa because we had already had it. They already knew how to plant. They knew how to, you know what I'm saying, deal with the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because we have been doing it at home. We've been doing it for thousands of years. So we brought shit over here to plant. We brought shit over here so y'all can live civil. You know what I'm saying? All the shit that y'all lie and say that y'all discovered, which y'all didn't discover. I ain't gonna say y'all ain't never discovered nothing. But some of the shit that y'all say y'all did discover, the big shit, that was us. You don't need us. So if you don't need us, let us go. Why y'all keep burning up our cities? Man. Why y'all keep suppressing us?
Man, building fucking highways over them.
Right, building highways, no.
Building lakes parks, over them.
Lakes, parks.
Man, so many underground towns and shit.
Yeah, burning them down, hanging our men. You know what I'm saying? You don't need us, but y'all don't want to let us go nowhere. And then you still say, go back to your country.
We can't go back. Y'all don't need us to go back anyways. If we go back, we got to take back everything that we came here with.
I feel like shit.
Shit.
You brought me over here. You take me back.
Oh, how about this? Y'all go back.
Y'all go back. Because we was here.
And let us go ahead and be
I'm
here.
going to tell you, my ancestors was here before y'all came.
Go back.
You know what I'm saying?
Because everybody not full African around here. So, y'all go back. Because I'm not, you not. Shit.
No.
So.
And then to be honest with y'all, if y'all do go back, y'all gonna be oppressed again, because that's the reason why y'all brought y'all stinking asses over here.
Right.
Y'all was oppressed in y'all country. And this ain't no racism ass shit. I ain't got shit against white people. But when you start talking like y'all don't need us, y'all don't need us. Because we don't need y'all. Like, y'all should have left us where we was at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We would have been happy where we was at doing what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? However you felt about that. But you came and got us. We over here. Now we got to deal with y'all just like y'all got to deal with us. So, yeah, we might as well get along. White people, I love y'all. Point blank and simple. So you might as well get along with us. And the people that's above us, that's getting all the motherfucking money, they don't give a fuck about neither one of us. No matter what color you are. You know what I'm saying?
Of us.
Right. So it's like y'all hating us for what? What did we do to y'all? And then, like I said, y'all don't need us. But when y'all had a civil war, what did Washington do? Well, matter of fact, when y'all had the British War, we're going to go back to the British War. When Washington was fighting the British, what did he do to filtrate to fill his men up? He went and got black slaves to fight the war. Same thing with the Civil War. What did Lincoln go do? His ass went and got the black slaves to fight the war. That's how y'all won. Y'all won because of us. Y'all didn't win because of y'all. So you don't need us. You don't want us here.
You don't want to admit.
Break up with us. This is like a bad toxic ass relationship. Y'all don't like us. We don't like y'all. We just sitting at here and looking at each other, trying to figure out who gonna get up, who gonna be brave enough to get up and go first.
Right. It's screwing us and need us at the same time.
Right.
Damn.
And it's fucking us up because while we sitting here doing this petty ass shit, all the other countries are trying to figure out how they are going to invade us. Because once they invade us and wipe our dumb asses out, because it's us, we the toxic shit that's fucking up the rest of the country, the rest of the earth. We the toxic shit because we're so influenced by power, and we think if we got power over everything that we're going to be able to rule the earth under one person. No, we're not. It's not gonna work like that. It's not. How long have they been doing it? They've been trying to do that shit since all the continents was together. They've been trying to do this shit. It's not working. That's why the motherfuckers probably pushed apart to divide us some type of a way so we won't be fighting so much. It's not gonna work.
It's not.
It's not. So stop. Like, you never gonna be in charge of nobody else. You can't govern. You can't govern. That's the thing. White men can't govern over black men because black men don't want to hear that shit. You can't tell me some shit about somewhere I done been longer than you, and not just a few days, a few hours, or a few months. Thousands of years. I've been on this motherfucking earth thousands of years before you came along. I saw this video. This shit was so smooth. The black man was trying to tell the white man was trying to tell this black man. Now, mind you, the white man was older than the black man. And the white man told the black man, "We've been here longer than you." He said, "No, we've been here longer than you." He told his ass, "This is daddy talk. I'm your daddy talking to you." And everybody was like, "Ooh." He's like, "No. I ain't trying to shoot shots at him." He said, "Because he really don't know, so I'm trying to educate him." He said, "I've been here longer than you." He started going down the list of all everything. And the white man, he wasn't upset. He sat there, he listened. He was like, "This is daddy talk to you. I'm your daddy. You know, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me and my queen reproducing." He was like, "That's what it is." He was like, "We've been here longer than you. We reproduced y'all. Y'all didn't produce us." Because if y'all produced us and you hated us so much, why would you reproduce us? That's just food for thought. Because that's how I'm thinking. Like, if I don't like this, if I don't like kids, why would I keep having them? Especially if they coming out this. Why the fuck did this kid come out this color?
Right.
I don't know. I don't want no more kids because these motherfuckers coming out a whole different color. They a whole different breed. I don't even know this kid.
After the first one, they would have stopped the other case.
Right, because that's just a food for thought. If you produced us, why would you keep producing?
They won't.
You not. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
But it's okay. But before we go, we definitely want to say Happy Mother's Day.
Definitely so.
We know it's about y'all today.
Yes.
Thank you, all the mothers out there that have been doing their thing. We need, my God, mothers, man.
Yes, y'all are amazing, cute creatures. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be nowhere without y'all. And
Man.
I hate that people are tearing y'all down. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take reposition and exclude you out of the position. But I'm gonna tell y'all like this: it wasn't no Adam and she Adam.
Right.
It wasn't no Adam and she Adam.
Man,
you can't
right? Nah, baby.
2 men cannot reproduce. I know scientists are trying to figure that shit out now.
Oh shit!
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they are trying to figure that shit out. They doing some crazy. We are putting money into these scientists for them to produce and to study some crazy ass shit. Like for real. Like some of the stuff that I'm coming across on the internet and just researching, it's like, why? Why are we spending money on that? Why? You can go ahead and tell them about the mice. The mice.
Yeah, no, that's just sick. Like it is just sick. And then they now what? 2 male mice make a baby. Come on now.
And that's where all these, you know what I'm saying, trends are coming in with this. Oh, well, I'm gonna give birth and I'm gonna do this. You don't even have a uterus. You don't have. You have no eggs. Where are you getting these eggs from?
Yeah, artificial ass. Wait, listen, man. How about this? Let's accept people for whatever they want to do and whatever they want to believe in, whatever. But let's let women be women and men be women. Yeah, if you feel that type of way, I'm not against that because I can't speak against that because I don't know how that feels. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But let's just stop trying to exclude the original woman.
Yes.
For the things that she do and the things that she brought to the land, all the hardships she had to go through, and all of a sudden we just want to say, well, y'all just carriers and shit like that. No. Give them their respect. They're mothers. Yes. They are. Know what I'm saying? We need mothers.
You're not gonna disrespect my mama.
You can't without a woman's temple. None of us would be here. No, I don't give a fuck what man putting it to a woman. They need our body. We need our body. You know what I'm saying? So without that, we gotta stop disrespecting these women. Happy Mother's Day to all our people, my mama, grandma, cousins, aunties, uncles, everybody, uncles and shit. Hey,
because there's a lot of
single fathers out there.
It absolutely is. And shout out to them. Yeah, shout out to them. That's what I'm saying, trying to make it just to be the mother and the father. And I know it's hard for them, but it's even harder for the women out here. And that's not trying to. It's not no rat race out here. We're not doing that. But like she said, like you're not finna disrespect my mama. And tell her she, you know what I'm saying, assist
just a carrier
or nothing like that, because we was getting raped before black gay men was getting raped. You know what I'm saying? We was taking a lot, as you can see, as you heard, and like I said, I looked this stuff on the internet. If I can go look it up, you also can go look this up. This is not no lie. They was getting to the black women before they could penetrate the black man's mental. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't they was getting into she John mental to get to another man's mental. No, it's nothing like that.
Nah.
They was raping, manipulating black women to get to the black man, to break up the black family. And we need to get together and bring the black family back together. Like I absolutely, I'm pro-life.
For sure.
And that ain't got nothing to do with the abortions and none of that shit. I'm pro-life. We're getting black families back together. Families. I'm pro-black family. We need that. We definitely do need that. Shit. So if y'all out here and y'all wilding out between each other and y'all got kids, stop, please, because they want y'all to do that. They manipulating it. They're instigators. I'm gonna say the government. I don't want to say white people because I don't want all white people ain't like that. The government are the instigators. They're instigating this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't even understand why you want to be on welfare anyways, because they ask way too many goddamn questions for me.
You could make what they gotta make a certain amount, can't exceed a certain limit, gotta do this, do that, whatever you make a penny over you. It's just too much work.
And then I think they was asking how often do you have sex and where your baby daddy at? Like why is that just something that you need to know? Right. And then they want to know your bank account, they want to see the money moving in and out and stuff like that. It's just I feel like it's too much of you being in my private business. I made that commitment and I promised to myself when I was younger and my mom had to go through all that stuff with us 4 kids and stuff like that. I promised myself when I get older and I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, be dependent on myself. I don't want to say independent, but dependent on myself, and I go get a job and I do whatever I got to do for me. I'm a fend for myself, but I will not involve the government in my business. You know what I'm saying? You cannot get into my personal business. I don't even fuck with banks like that because I feel like you too much involved in my personal business. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that they got this federal aid or Fed aid.
Fed now shit coming out.
Yeah, coming out and all that stuff, and they trying to get rid of cash because I'm more so of a cash person. I don't like
trying to turn to a cashless society.
Yeah, But
that's crazy.
And I think that's why the other countries, I'm gonna dive more into that. I think that's why the other countries ain't really fucking with it, because they want everybody to use the same currency, and everybody like, no, we're not doing that.
They already moved away from us. So you know, as we talked, if y'all been watching the shows, we already went over that.
They're moving. So, it's gonna be another one, because they still doing some shit on the debt ceiling. Actually, Tuesday, I think it was last Tuesday or this Tuesday coming up, that got something.
Yeah, because they coming to an agreement.
Coming to agreement. But it's a lot of other continents and countries that don't want to, you know what I'm saying, that's backing out from the American dollar. And all that, you know, one currency stuff, they not trying to do that. They not. That's not their idea. So they not trying to do that. So they, like I said, they leaving America out of a lot of stuff that they're doing now. But I don't even want to talk about that, because I want to focus more on mothers and black families, because without the mother, there is no black family. You know what I'm saying? And they using the black mothers to, you know what I'm saying, break us up, and we don't want that. We don't need that. So black women, please stop saying that y'all independent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not. We need to depend on each other. That's why we got to the way that we are now, and how we is now fighting against each other. Because that was a whole idea, to put us against each other. You know what I'm saying? So they can sleep safer. As long as they know we killing and, you know what I'm saying, divided amongst ourselves, they can sleep. They sleep better.
Yeah,
they said it.
They just wait.
You know, they just waiting. They allow us to kill each other off. You know what I'm saying? Well, like I said, I don't want to go too much down the rabbit hole, because I can go on and we can keep talking about this for hours and days on end, because it's just a lot of shit. Like, I want to say, we need to get our shit together. We are playing checkers. We're playing checkers. They're playing chess. Like, they got their stuff written out. They researching. They doing the studies. They doing, you know what I'm saying? They putting shit. Whatever they got on paper, they putting that in action. They're not just speaking about this stuff. They've been putting this shit in action for thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? They didn't found something that was gonna work, and they stuck with it. They have no plan B. So if we start being together, like, they even got to the point where they start using our leaders against us. All our black leaders, they was paying them to, you know what I'm saying, direct us in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? That's why we here today. So if the black woman can submit to the black man, and I'm not saying submit to any black man, submit to your black man. That black man that you live with, that you sleep with, that you supposed to be his peace. You supposed to be his serenity. That's what black women are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's all about being a real feminist. Peace, serenity, nurturing. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be in there cooking his food, making sure he has a good meal, so he can go out into this world and be able to fight properly and provide properly for us. We're not doing that. We feeding them all type of McDonald's and Burger King and pork. We're not even supposed to be eating pork. We don't supposed to be doing that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Just sit back. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but sit back and just let this thought rotate in your head. Do some research of your own, because I ain't trying to tell you what to do. This is not my ideas. These are not our ideologies. This is something that it's written. The Willie Lynch letter, that is real. They got the book on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? The 10 Precepts of American Slavery Jurisdiction. That's online too. You got YouTube, as well as Google, Yahoo, whatever search engine that you want to look this up on is there. You will find it, because that's how I found it. Go look up Willie Lynch, because I like to know who I'm looking at, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? As far as him. Even Frederick Douglass ran into Willie Lynch. You know what I'm saying? He was on one of his plantations, how to straighten out. His whole thing was straighten out the black man. He was going to make him submit. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't care how he was going to make them submit. Beating them. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever they had to do, that's what they were doing to us. So they know we're not just going to lay down. And black women, we should stop allowing them to, manipulate our mind with this welfare money and all that shit. They doing that for a reason. They're not just out here just giving you that money for, I'm gonna help you with your little kids and stuff like that. They don't give a fuck about our kids. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about the black man. They just trying to get us out the way, and they using us to get us out the way.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
They're doing a good job.
So. They doing an excellent job.
We need to change the narrative.
Yeah, this Mother's Day, just think about that. You ain't even gotta hit us up. You ain't just listen to this video. Think about what we're talking about and do some research. This is research time. This homework time. This is where we need to start looking into stuff and ask the questions, raising our hands. Why is this? Why is this? What's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Because they finna come out with a check where they're going to be trying to pay black people off and stuff. I think they're going to start it in California and stuff. Like,
man, this ain't the book of Revelations. I don't know what chapter we knocking on. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if this ain't
reparations. They trying to pay $250,000 for reparations.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, can spend that with one blink.
I was just gonna say $250 is not enough for all the suffering.
Shit, the goddamn bus we won't that much.
It's not even 400 years. I'm tired of people just saying 400 years, 400 years. It's going on 600 years.
Cause to the current day.
Yep.
Shit.
Current day.
We still
in bondage. We still in slavery. We still slaves. It's just a new way of slavery. Yeah. This is the new slave wave.
It's a mental way.
Yeah. They ain't gotta beat you.
They ain't
no play attention.
They know how to get you.
They know how to get you. They know what you like. I'm telling you that the West Indians guy, he said, I put away money. So when they start acting up, I'm just gonna spread some to their leaders. And that's what he was doing. He was paying their leaders, our leaders, to misguide us.
Because they know money's
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They said we like money. All they like is money. All you gotta do is put some money in their hand. They're gonna do whatever you want them to do. What we out here doing? We out here twerking. We out here killing. We out here telling our black children to kill each other. They the ops, you know what I'm saying? Sell drugs. When you sell drugs and you go to the penitentiary, guess what? You are a slave. That's 13th Amendment. You are a slave. They gonna enslave you some type of way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you out here twerking, you selling your body, you doing all that stuff. When you out here transforming into another, into another gender, you stopping the legacy. You know what I'm saying? And that's now shot. I'm not with transgenders, but I ain't against them. Because I don't know what's going on in their mind. I don't understand it, so I try to stay away from it. But I know what the government is trying to do. They want black people to transcend into another gender, because a woman, you can't reproduce. A man, you can't reproduce. You ain't got no sperm in there to reproduce, to get nobody pregnant. When you transform it over to a man, they taking your uterus out. They doing hysterectomies. They've been doing hysterectomies. They've been sterilizing black women. They started with white people, but that's where, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy, because they think a lot of these people are against each other. Like Hitler wasn't against America. He came to America to learn about eugenics. Look that word up. He came to America to learn about eugenics and sterilization. He went back to his country and he started doing that shit. And that was trying to wipe out a whole race of people. You know what I'm saying? A way of wiping out. They did that in over in Japan and China and stuff, where they was using they was trying to use what was it? Like anthrax and stuff like that. They was trying to wipe people out. They're researching this shit. They doing shit like that. That shit, this shit that coronavirus wasn't the first one. No, it wasn't the first one. They thought about this shit thousands of years ago. They've been doing the same. The devil has no new tricks. He's been doing. His play's been working. He's going to use those plays every time. He's using those plays every time. And the people that's not with the 1%, and I'm talking about the white people that's down here with us, that ain't got no money like us, they're using you too, because they don't give a fuck. Corona didn't just wipe out black people, Mexican people. They wiped out a lot of them. They wiped out white people too. Yeah. They didn't tell y'all, don't go to that grocery store because all that food is for the black and brown people. Right. We put something in their food. They let y'all shop too. You think when y'all get sick, we all go to the doctor. Everybody go to the doctor. We all feed their pockets, and that's all they give a fuck about. Right. So you got to think about that shit. It ain't just us they getting rid of. They getting your ass in the because they don't care. They just patting you. They just rubbing y'all while they doing it. Right. We know. They just petting y'all, motherfuckers. It's just like y'all got to think about that shit. Like I said, we're going to stop here because I don't want to keep diving in deep. I told you I wasn't going to go deep. I just want y'all to research because there's so much stuff that it's like, damn, man, they going to high extents to exterminate. Yeah. They not trying to, they past submission. They trying to kill and destroy. Yeah. They've been populating everything for years, so they trying to control that. They trying to control. Yes. The only way you can control population is what? Destroying it, killing it. Yeah. No other way. Shit. And they don't give a fuck what color you is, because if you in their way, if Jazz was white and she was in the way of getting to me, they gonna kill her to get to me. They don't care. So they using y'all to get to us. They don't care about y'all. They don't care. That 1% don't care. And they trying to ban
all
TikTok.
On the same page.
Right. They trying to ban TikTok. I ain't know about no damn TikTok. When I get on there, I see a lot of, you know what I'm saying, white people. I see black people too. But I see a lot of white people speaking out on a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Giving a lot of information, just like the black people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because they know they know too. They know. That's why a lot of them want to be mixing their babies and stuff, and they know better.
Yeah, they know what it is. They know what it is. Man, like I said, we're gonna
get on another topic.
Right, we gotta listen.
It's a lot of white people. They know. They know the black history better than a lot of black people because they gotta learn how to. Okay, they gotta learn where the fucking origin from, where it originated from, so they can manipulate it or use it to their advantage. Either way, it go.
And they starting to get woke too. It's a lot of woke white people as well that's breaking up to this shit. And they like shit. If we don't get on the bandwagon soon, we gonna get wiped out with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because who next? Right. They get us, then who next? Motherfucker, they gonna be using y'all.
And then that's where that eugenics came from. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to look into that because that shit, it blew my mind when I started listening to that. I started reading this shit like, what? Poor white people were getting sterilized. Poor white people were getting. I'm saying they were sterilizing them so they wouldn't reproduce because they were poor, because they were you know what I'm saying? I don't like using this word, but back this is what they was using: retarded, disabled. Like if you wasn't of that certain caliber, if you want a Nordic race, because this is what they want: a Nordic race. The power race. This one race should be ruling the world. That's the only people that should be on Earth. They trying to exterminate everybody else. They don't care what color you are. You can be of European descent, but if you're not, you got a defect in you. You out. You automatically out. It's a certain part. You know what I'm saying? Certain things that they looking for. Certain criteria. It's just not blind eyes.
When they do that little test and everything, checking out how they form and everything. There's like really like paying attention to their anatomy and everything. If someone right whatever, they want to reproduce. That shit is crazy.
And then they're going to start these concentration camps of because they was doing it before, where these certain people were reproducing. Certain people, like these Nordic races reproducing so they can reproduce pure Nordic people. If you're not part of that little group that they got, you getting exterminated, you getting destroyed, you being killed. You getting, you know what I'm saying, sterilization. They not just doing that shit to... They started off with white people. Then they started doing it to black people. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, it's crazy because down south they was paying the mothers to sterilize their daughters. The black mothers and grandmothers to sterilize the black daughters and stuff like that. They told the white people, this is surgery. You ain't even got to pay for it. It's just free. But you need this. And they were sterilizing them. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, so it's just...
Yeah, and sometimes like when the doctors when they like you need a hysterectomy, go get a second opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know if y'all into herbs and all that, but if the doctors ain't sounding right, you gonna know if you need one. First of all, mine told me how that shit feel. I ain't never felt no shit like that because I don't need one. But you gonna know if you really need one, whatever. But if they tell you that, whatever, go get that second, even a third opinion, whatever, because that's what they want. They take that shit out because it's actually. I was researching this guy before. He was talking about certain herbs that you can get that will heal that shit. So we gotta learn how to start healing our body.
We gotta stop eating all this mess.
You gotta heal the body. And not always they medicine, you just sometimes natural herbs can heal a lot. So if somebody's telling you that, whatever, you gonna know because your body gonna tell you something. And two, go get another opinion.
I say get a black opinion. Shit. I know you might be cool with your white doctor or your Indian doctor or some shit like that, but you don't know who lining who pockets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So go get you even if you gotta pay. I know y'all probably don't want to pay out of pocket, but hey, make payment arrangements to go get that opinion because that payment arrangement will hurt lesser than you going to get that hysterectomy and you not being able to produce. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they want us to be gone. They don't want us to leave a legacy.
Man,
and they mad that we keep
hell no. If y'all young and y'all ain't got that many kids and stuff like that, and a lot of shit going, chances are you probably don't need that shit. Cause that's motherfuckers who be having a lot of kids. Like it'd be nah. If y'all ain't go get a second opinion, cause that shit crazy. But they doing that shit too, trying to stop us from reproducing and shit.
And the crazy thing is, they wanted us to reproduce. Back then, when it was slavery,
when they motherfuckers wanted you to work,
they wanted you to
but
reproduce.
Now when we learn this shit, now they like, oh no, we gotta slow them down.
Right.
Look at all our major leaders that's, getting wiped out, whatever, for spreading knowledge and trying to teach us something.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to have 10 kids now. 10 kids?
And then you a lawyer, you a doctor? Oh, y'all know something in that house. Ain't no way. Y'all ain't finna bring up no more lawyers and doctors over here.
Right.
Police officers, black police officers, teachers, black preachers. No, we don't need that.
Like she just said, I'm sorry I said he, but she just said, you know what I'm saying, if you got a doctors and lawyers in the house, especially if you got 2 parents, you know what I'm saying? That's on their shit. They don't want y'all, they listen. That's why they trying to take the black man out the house. Because they feel like if they take the black man out the house, that'll slow down the reproduction. That'll slow down y'all being able to build a family and have, you know what I'm saying, some type of mental common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's going to be harder on the mother.
Yep. Harder on the man, too.
Yep.
Because men are, you know what I'm saying, out here doing that, too.
Yeah.
And y'all going to be reproducing weak-minded people. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be weak-minded. They ain't going to trust nobody. They ain't going to, they going to just keep reproducing all this toxic shit. That's like, keep saying, generation curse. Somebody got to be there to break that generation curse. We have to break that generation curse because we're going to continue to pass on down this filth that they giving us. Poverty. This toxic. Yeah. Shit like toxic, that. Poverty, ignorance. Wrong, these emotions that we don't know how to control.
No work ethic.
No, yeah.
Shit.
See, that was all in the plan.
Elders. Come on, man. That one big on my young black people, man. The respect that y'all don't have for these elders is fucking mind blowing for me personally. Because let's say we had a playground, right? We playing this shit. If I see an elder over there, I may cuss you out in your ear, say something low. But these kids these days, they don't give a f loudly. They don't give a fuck who they disrespect, how they do it, or nothing. We would never do that shit because first of all, that dog probably gonna come over there with your ass. You know what I'm saying? Especially in your neighborhood. Take you to your crib. Your mama finna whip your ass. Whoever else. It's like it was a train effect, but like we had that type of respect. It's like there's no respect, and I think that's why a lot of us. That's why we so divided because we don't respect each other. There's no fear. They don't fear their old people. They don't fear the elders. And the elders, hey, when they gone, the wisdom's gone. They carry everything. They the key to it. You know what I'm saying? They damn near the key to life in the sense because. They been through shit we ain't never seen. All we can do is look this stuff up and watch movies and shit, and but they actually walked it. They actually experienced this stuff or whatever. And once they gone, all we gonna have is stories that they told us. Yeah. But we need to start sitting down with them and getting this knowledge because shit. Once they start removing these books, they already getting rid of different statues and stuff. They get removing books and stuff like that. When they all dead and gone, shit. What we got to stand on? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So. We only getting the information that they're giving us, and a lot, like we said before, a lot of the history that these white people are giving us is all lies. It's all watered down bullshit. Because I'm tired of hearing about slavery. We know that. What other great things they have done? You know what I'm saying? Black people been here for too many years and keep on talking about slavery. And I'm not saying that wasn't an important thing in life because it was, but at the same time, there's so many more things that we could have been learning about, throughout our lives that we just now, some of us just now learning because we actually took the time to go look it up ourselves. Or some of us went to certain schools where they, give like black history and shit like that. But you
had a father
who taught you
in the house. Yeah. You had a father. That's why they don't want fathers in the house because they're breaking away from the education. They're breaking away from your culture. They're breaking away from, your ancestors, and you can't be able to. If you don't know who your daddy is, how you know who the other side of your family is? Man. You know what I'm saying? All you know is your mother's side of the family and how they was grown by a black man, and they chant that he ain't shit. Yeah. That's what they want y'all to chant. Yeah, they want y'all to come out the womb. They went to the extreme that they was gonna start killing black kids as soon as they came out the womb. Come on, y'all!
But also the black guys, they gotta stop always. Y'all gotta stop being so acceptable to leaving them black women to raise them little kids and paying motherfucking Jack in the Box, popping up when you feel like it, going back out when you want to, popping up when you feel like it. Because now kids when we get older, kids without people and fathers and shit, whatever, we start to recognize the pattern. See, mothers don't always destroy the dad though. They don't. Nope. My mother never spoke ill about my father. She never will. None of that shit. And my dad, he was there or whatever, but he didn't raise me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So therefore, it's like. It's not always the mom's fault that the father's not there, but father, even if I feel like this, if you want to be a father, you're gonna be a father whether you're in that home or not in that home. It doesn't take for y'all to be underneath the same roof. It's better, but it's not always that because y'all might not get along. People fall in love. That shit happens. But if you want to be a father, hey, you're a mother, you're a father. We gotta do what's best for this child. Let's have some arrangements. I get him on the weekend, you get him on there. You can still be present. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You can still pick up the phone and say, hey son, hey dude, I'm just calling to see how you doing. We all got to take cell phones, they're here to stay. Tell you that. These motherfuckers They're damn near a heart almost to some people. They need them. So therefore, there's nothing wrong to pick up the phone, you know what I'm saying, and communicate with your kid. The kid should be, understand, when last time you talk to your dad, some people could say years. That should never be. Why? Especially for young men.
That's how I am with
If
my
anything,
dad.
it should be a young, especially, I'm big with that with young men, because I feel like, yes, mothers do a good job raising a kid, but there's certain things that a man should teach a man. I can't teach men anything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they need to teach them that as well, but like, certainly with our young men or whatever, that's why it's so fucking reckless out here running these streets and shit like they do. Because they need a father in their life. Whether you're not in their roof, perfect, but if you're not, still talk to that young boy. You know what I'm saying? Teach him how to be a man. Because a woman can only do so much. We can only do so much. And that's just what it is. But that's how I feel. But
we're gonna let y'all go
long enough, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in once again. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Mother's
we love
Day.
y'all. Lord knows we need us out here. You hear me? Even those who wasn't able to give birth yet or whatever, aunties stepping up. Aunties stepping up in people's positions or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it happens. Big sisters got sometimes play mama, you know what I'm saying? We all know how that is. Everybody got somebody in the family like that. But hey, at the end of the day, it's all love, you know what I'm saying? So shout out again, once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We love y'all. Peace.